Okay, audio check. Audio is working. Okay, great. Thank you very much. We can get mostly to it then. I am trying on my cool little A300 APU system instead of my Mac over there for streaming, which would be really, really handy because the monitor is closer to me and I can see a little bit better. Video and audio is working? Well, I'm glad that we're mostly on time, but if something does come up, let me know. You probably haven't seen me in a while. I have been very sick. I got some chronic things going on, but I also got really sick on top of that from being in the hospital. It's weird that you get sick because you go to a hospital. So that is why I've been gone. And I'm not back yet, but I've been wanting to say hi to you guys for a while, and I had some energy today, so I wanted to kind of make a video and just say hi and hang out for a little bit. For 2 mics. What could be causing that? My problem is the A300 does not have enough USB ports. I don't have a splitter right now, so I gotta unplug things to even get audio. So let's try so I can troubleshoot. Yeah. All right. Maybe it's because there is this. Let's delete this. Monitoring output. Well, just monitor off. Mute output. Alright, maybe this is working now. And maybe there's not an echo anymore. Unfortunately, I did tests. I mean, it all works on my end, so It's not... I tested for 30 minutes before I launched. But the unfortunate problem with YouTube is that I don't have an option to test before going live anymore. They kind of nixed the old system, so now I can only access it by the Go Live Now. So I have to access the old studio, so I tried the new one. Didn't work. But anyway, that's kind of the annoying thing, is that I don't really have a good way to test and see if it's working before I start. And now I'm really far behind on this. So I have to unplug my keyboard, plug in my mouse, so I can mute my YouTube. I should move to Twitch, but the problem is I don't have any way of letting people know on Twitch that I'm streaming, namely you guys. But anyway, okay, so I have a couple things I wanted to do and a couple things that I have to do out of respect for the people that I promised I would do it for. And the first thing I was wanting to say hi, so hello. We've done that now. Now we're working. Sorry about the hiccup. All right, so the first thing that I have to do out of respect is put this stuff away. Mentioned that Jerry, after me saying that he needed to send me brand new stuff before he sent Optimum Tech new stuff. So he did, and then I got sick, so I feel really bad. But he actually sent me some of the new Kaze Slim fans. Now these are kind of neat. These are actually this fan that was on their new Scythe Big Shuriken 3. It's a brand new fan design. And a lot of people were like, dude, I want to buy the fan. So Scythe listened, and they made a couple of them. They're probably going to release a bunch of different RPMs. This is a 1200 and this is an 1800, but knowing Scythe, they'll have a huge range of them. So I was really excited about that. But the one I'm actually most excited about now is they have an RGB one. So I'm going to plug that in. I'm going to look at that today. That was the first thing. So thank you, Jerry, for listening and sending me this cool stuff. And I am sorry that I didn't show it off sooner. But I'm getting to it. I am going to be using this in a couple builds in the future. I'm going to be buying some of these. These are mine. They're my freebies. Thank you, Jerry. I will try to make it worth your while. So the second thing I need to do, actually I wanted to do, and this is kind of a long roundabout way of doing it, but I've had eye strain because I use computers so much for a very long time. Turns out, it's actually because I knocked my head around and I have some minor TBI. So it's hard for me to actually look at a screen for a long period of time. So I used these. Here's a couple different ones. These blue light filter glasses. You know, the Gunnars and all that kind of stuff. And they have a lot of ridiculous claims on them, for what Gunnar does in particular. But the bottom line is they do work for me. They did work for me for about 10 years is what I use these for. And there's different ones I've tried. Here's some really cheap ones I got off Amazon. And I bought all of these, or I was actually given this particular set from my boss, but I wasn't sponsored or anything like that. So I've done a couple reviews of them to try to help people out who have eye strain. I use these in combination with Windows Nightlight or the Macintosh, whatever they call it, nighttime mode, or Flux.io. So these actually offer a little bit of magnification as well as filtering out some of that blue light. And I would probably use them in conjunction with the new Asus monitor's blue light filter. So anyways, I've been using this for a while. And so a new kid on the block said, hey, we've seen some of your videos. Can you show off our glasses? We'll send you a pair for free and we'll give your viewers 30% discount. So if you are looking for a set, there's a link in the description. I used these earlier today. The problem is I can't use non-prescription glasses anymore. So all I can really do is look at the quality of them and look at how blue light they filter. And the really important thing is try on different headphones with them, which I've already done. And I really like them. So these are Umizato filter glasses. And I like them. And again, because I'm giving them away, this is really only to benefit you guys, so I can say whatever I want about them, but these are a $210 pair of Gunnars, the big boys. These are the expensive ones. And, well, not these. What am I doing? The actual Gunnars. Over here. And the Umizatos. And they're actually pretty high quality. And they do have my favorite of the filtering and magnification combo. They are pretty comfortable with headphones. I prefer slimmer edges on the side, but they're fine. They're actually great on my pair of Patriot Vipers. I have several pairs of these. They're not super high quality headphones, but I love them because they're USB and they're so comfy. And I can wear them for a while. So I just sat around with these on for a while, and they do feel good. They're built really well. A very nice quality container. And I'm going to give them away in another video. But anyway, I'm going to give away all my blue light filter glasses because I have to use prescription now, unfortunately. So I'm going to actually talk about Boom Headshot kind of agreeing with me there. I really find these kinds of things helpful. So I just wanted to point these out for Umizato. Thank you very much for giving my viewers a discount and a pair to give away. So I wanted to cover that. And I'll do another video actually on them and compare them with some of the higher end stuff. I like the case. Maybe if I give them away, you'll let me keep the case for my other glasses. All right, that was the second thing on the list. The third thing on the list, this is kind of weird. I gotta be clear about this. I've been given this for free, but not to do a video on it at all. I'm actually developing products for this company, and I've been working with their CAD for a while, but they sent me the actual final product so I could do some test fits for my products. So I don't know if I'm sending this back or not, but I wanted to show you guys. It won like an award at E3. So I want to take a look at it too for the first time. And I thought I'd do an unboxing video for it. This is the game's Guardian. I'm not supposed to be lifting anything right now, and this thing weighs a huge amount. Which kind of actually doesn't bode well for the kind of product it is, but let's see what actually it weighs once I get it out of the box. Gotta take it slow, so my heart doesn't explode. Oh. It says it weighs 37 pounds on the box, but it feels like a lot more. Of course, I haven't been really lifting anything except water bottles for several months now, but still. Thank you for the well wishes, guys. I appreciate it. And somebody asked me how long I'll be streaming. Not long. I do not have the energy to do a long stream. I just wanted to say hi and do a couple easy product stuff. Oh, I also want to apologize about the S4T video. I really did plan to make that a long time ago, but again, I got sick. But it's actually going to be a good thing because I'm doing that Patreon video first, and I don't know what I want to do for it yet. So if you have ideas, let me know. But I'm thinking like kind of a Q&A type of thing where I talk about the process and the ideas and the history behind it, and also show the mess ups, right? Like all the problems with prototyping and design and figuring out some stuff, and actually give you guys an opportunity, the Patreon people, to offer some last minute suggestions. I think that would be kind of cool, but if you have ideas, please send me an email. Sorry, I had to take a break after lifting that. I have no idea how I'm going to get out of this box. Ah. And the cool thing is, Games doesn't watch my channel. Ah. So I'm not going to embarrass myself too much. Oh my goodness, I'm ripping my table mat up. It's so heavy. This is the Games Guardian, and you can go look at specs and stuff. I actually don't have a lot of them. Again, like I've been working with the CAD on this project for quite a while. I'm doing some stuff that goes here. Goes right here. But we've been kind of wanting that ultimate solution for carrying your computer around and also having a good monitor to go with it and be able to put your mouse and your keyboard and things like that. I did a build for E3. It was a really nice build, a box that could ingest cameras for live streaming, and had 2070 in it, I believe, and a 9900K, I think. Lots of storage, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But I have some more stuff I'm working on for this product that weighs 1 million pounds. And I want to see what the quality is for the video. Because I have a lot of these products, because again, they're kind of cool, right? You can put your computer or your Xbox or whatever in, then you have your screen. But the quality has not been super great. So it's really only first for portability's sake. And I'm hoping that this actually has a good monitor, because if it does, that would be a dream come true for many of my customers, and certainly me. I'm gonna hit the mic, probably. This thing weighs so much, guys. It's unbelievably heavy. Actually, I can't show this part. Ow. The box is heavy. The box probably weighs 5 pounds. It's still pretty heavy, but it's not so bad once you actually are holding it on the handle. It's built really well is the thing. Like, that was one of my complaints about their other cases, is that they were really flimsy. They were not Pelican quality. So they worked and everything, but they still were really flimsy. This is actually built very solidly. Very solidly. Has a stand on it so you can stand it up. It has rubber on the bottom. It's not gonna slide. It has this Picatinny rail system, because it does, which is pretty cool. And one thing I gotta say, I complain about, is their claps system. I've never understood. I think I just must be stupid. There's these, oh man. I'm gonna wear myself out. Okay, there's these clasp systems right here, and you pull them apart, but then you gotta lift up the top, which is kind of weird to me. Like, you can't grab the top because there's two of them. That's always kind of annoyed me. Now I'm doing it from thing. I feel like a stupid. Okay. There we go. Ooh! It looks really cool in person. I haven't seen it yet. They went to A3 without me for obvious reasons. Enormous screen. Enormous screen. I really like the gunmetal finish on this. You got the brightness settings right here on the side. That's pretty cool. Volume buttons for the monitor right on the side, because it has built-in speakers, which is really nice when you're gaming. I mean, maybe they're not the greatest thing in the world, but it has them. That's really important for portables. Some other menu stuff. Power button. And this plate that comes with it is supposed to kind of hold in your PlayStation or your Xbox. But I'm working on, obviously, plates for my case and also some other games specialty products for the future. Nice, super heavy duty metal knurled thumb screws. Those are kind of cool. Strap system, which is how it currently works for holding your stuff in. Accessory box with cables, right angle HDMI, etc., etc. This rubber foam stuff with a step plate for different consoles. USB 3.0 on the side. The power cable for the monitor. HDMI inputs on the side as well, so you have a kind of clean look in the front. I am excited to see the quality of the screen. That's what I want to know. So I'm actually going to go over to the side over here and plug in. There's not really a good way to show you guys this, but I'm going to go look anyway. Oh. Man. Oh, so heavy. Why? Keep in mind, guys, doctor said I can lift 12 pounds, so I mean, the rest of you people are carry this and be like, oh, he's such a baby, because I am a baby. Oh, it has USB in the front too? Wow, that's cool. But where's the... Oh, it has a HDMI out in the back as well. That's cool. There was a gap there before on my CAD. They haven't updated it yet. Oh, that's actually really nice. I'll have to come back and show you guys later. I'm gonna do some testing and show you guys, but I'm really excited. It's good to finally have an all-in-one. All right, I'm gonna look at some things. Yeah, you actually could mount a webcam and stuff to the top of it. It's actually pretty stable, because when it faces you, mount a tripod on there. Yeah, actually you could. So the actually would actually work. Hey Alex, the foundation stuff, thanks for asking. That's like not even the least bit why I haven't posted. There's been other things. That's just life popping up. Anyway, yeah, so I guess the final thing is this computer build. So I have this customer, and he has very specific instructions, and we've had over 1,000 emails so far, and he wanted me to do things exactly his way, including show you on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to do my very best and follow the instructions. We have a painted white inner mini chassis. And the big thing that I was interested in trying out is the BlackRidge cooler. This is the Alphenfrong. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry, you Bavarian peoples. I can't pronounce it even while looking at the word. I've tested some of their other coolers before. I think it's Alphenfrong, but I haven't looked it up or heard it said before, so very sorry. But this is the BlackRidge. This is the product that was co-developed by Dan from Dan Case to fit in his epic little computer case perfectly. And a lot of people asked me about this fitting inside the Mini, and I ordered one like the day you could, but there was like a problem with the first batch or something, so the distributor canceled my order or whatever. So now I have one. Now I want to see it fitting in the Mini. So Dice says he messaged me. I mean, I've been trying to respond to all messages, but I still am sick, and I'm not doing work, sort of, mostly. Like, I'm closing down my store, that kind of thing. So keep the messages chill until I get really back at it. Anyway, so this is on this board. It's a Z390i. I took off all the heat sinks and stuff on it. You actually could leave the MOSFETs on this side next to the EPS power on. I took it off anyway, just in case to get it to fit well. I might put it back on. Doesn't really do much anyway. And this is going to be a really low power build. I'm actually aiming for 110 watts. Maybe 100 watts when it's all said and done. He painted his power brick white everywhere. And this is a 215 watt power brick, I believe. There's no sticker on it, but it's one of those Dell power bricks. But anyways, it's going to be way overkill because the system's going to be about 100 watts when I get done tuning it. So anyway, you might wonder why I have this little guy. This is a ADT Link M.2 PCI Express riser. These are awesome, and you small form factor freaks probably, if you've not seen them already, can think of many different cool things to do with them. I'm actually using them right now. I'm designing a micro STX case. I don't know if it's going to be a retail case or not, but I do want to make some of them because it's a project I've wanted to do forever. So this makes it really simple. Anyway, I'm using this because this motherboard, while absolutely perfectly functional, I need a riser. Anyway, this is long story short, I'm using this. This also can allow for bifurcation, especially for ASRock motherboards that support it. But really, you could use this to have two graphics cards or a graphics card and a network card or something to that effect in a custom-built computer case. Anyway, so that's why I'm showing that off. Sorry for stumbling all over my words, but what are you going to do? You don't watch me because I'm smart. You watch me because I'm dangerous. Wrong screws. I want micro STX to take off as a form factor too. That is the main one of the main things that I want to accomplish with my S4T that I'm working on, that I had to put on hold for a little bit. I want that to at least help get the word out that there are these cool little tiny motherboards. And that's why I also want to make this special edition case that uses this expansion cable, again, to kind of promote it. Because ASRock, I love them so much. They do the most amazing things. They stick their necks out, and they lose money every single time. And I want them to keep doing this, but get rewarded for it. So all right, so we have the cooler inside. And as you can see, maybe. No, as you probably can't see, it does stick up a little itty titty bitty bit past the computer case. Now, the customer instructed me to take the side panel you wanted the panels painted silver. I'm going to use stock panel though to demonstrate. He wanted me to raise the side panels up like I did for him, or no, he did in the last mod with the 2070. You guys have seen it before. But instead of raising it up 4mm, that's not really necessary. This is how much it's gonna stick out the way it is now. Which I don't really see as a big problem. Like if you're gonna raise up the panels anyway, well, check this out. This looks really good as it is. Really? I'm going to use some black screws for right now because I don't know what happened to my other ones. Hey Chris, check out my video on the S4T. The S4T, for people that don't know, I'm making a computer case that's designed for APU builds, for STX boards, and the Desk Mini GTX systems. But it's not just a small box, it actually has a lot of thinking behind it for these builds. But I made a video. It's not a super in-depth video, but I do cover some of it. I'm going to make a super in-depth video coming up. First, I'm going to do the Patreon video, which is next on my list. Then I will make a video about this for the internet that'll be nice and edited and have rendered designs and stuff like that. So here is where we kind of stand with the BlackRidge cooler, for people wanting to know if it fits in the Mini. It's too tall, but it's only too tall by get those heat pipes bent a little bit. It's only too tall by like 0.5mm. And I think this really beats drilling holes in the side and raising the panel up and having a giant gap right there. And because of how the BlackRidge works, you have the fan underneath the cooler, and it can push air through these fins up through the sky slots. So there really is no need for having an air gap because that's really just about the fan blades. So this would actually work quite well. Now, something about pushing air through these coolers away from the motherboard, I did notice, this is just data, I can't really explain why, but I did notice when I did my giant 40 cooler roundup that taking similarly built coolers, I mean, they're really, really close in design, and pushing up, you did get noticeable differences in CPU temps versus pointed down. Let me turn off my air conditioner for you. I can only hypothesize why that is. I think it's because maybe the cool air is not blowing down in the motherboard components, so it's not getting cooled down to a point where the CPU can dump some heat in the cooler. I really don't know. All I can tell you is that definitely observed it in all of the coolers that I tested that were of the similar design. But this is still a massive cooler for mostly fitting in the Mini. So, did I cut out? Did I cut out? Am I still here? Don't say no in chat unless it's something. Anyway, Meteor Meta says, can anyone recommend me a set of non-ECC VLP DDR4 memory? Yes, ADATA actually makes them. They're the only people I know that make them at this point. You might have to buy a Japanese set and have it shipped to you. That's what I recommend. I have... This is what the box looks like for anybody that can read Japanese. It's blurry, isn't it? Cover my face! Well, you can sand down the motherboard standoffs, but then if you do that, then the I/O is not going to line up appropriately. And this is going to have a working I/O for the front. I think a better thing to do would actually be make a custom bezel that's just slightly bigger, but I mean, we're so close. I really think just by pushing the darn thing in a little bit more, you might be able to seal the gap. By bending the cooler. Anyway, I gotta change the battery in the camera. 1 second. Okay, we should be back. I have heard that Crucial and Kingston also make them. I just only been able to find easily that ADATA stuff and actually get it shipped to me. But if you find a good source now, let me know. It'd be interesting. All right, I'm gonna take this lid off. I'm gonna put this other stuff in here. Hey, Midnighter. It's possible that it could, but the Mini uses extremely strong tempered aluminum. These panels are 2mm thick. They're hard anodized, boiled and sealed. And the punch that I have for it strengthens these cutouts even more, these sky slots and the pattern. This is a very stiff panel. This is not your typical sheet metal panel. I mean, it's the difference even between this panel right here is night and day. It's very, very strong. So if it's going to cause vibrations, it might cause vibrations by being bolted down to the other side. But since the Mini wraps over, I don't really know. The Alphenpron BlackRidge also comes with these cool little clips, which allow you to put on a 120mm cooler. And while this is not applicable at all to the Mini, you could use this to attach one of those Scythe fans. Like this LED one, which I want to try a little bit later. Ellie Winchester, this S-Form's not on pre-order. I don't know what the language is on the SFF Lab website. It's available for sale. So if you buy it, it's going to ship to you once a week or twice a week. So it's available. As far as how many I have left, I don't know. SFF Lab hasn't sent me that data recently. I could ask, but I got stuff kind of going on. I actually don't even know how many black or silver, or if there is silver left. But when am I going to make more? I do want to make the S4T. Jordan says, why not make a top as a heatsink? I think that would be cool, but I'd like to make, a water block that's a cover for the Mini too. I'd like to make a lot of stuff, but time. I got a lot of cool projects I need to get to, like, again, the S4T, which I'm really, really excited about. Moving on. The card going to be used for this low power build is a 1650 dual fan version. Probably do it this way first. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Hollow Melon, for your generous donation. I really do appreciate that. And you say, will you look at the Velka 3 case? I probably won't look at a bunch of other cases right now. I would definitely look at one if somebody wanted to send it to me. And I'd send it back to them, but I mean, I'm probably not going to be purchasing that right now. I do have some other cases I want to look at. Maybe if I do a live stream next week. Laser 3D. You know how we were going to kind of do something together. Kevin finally sent some stuff over. He's been working real hard, poor guy. And I wanted to show you our concept mini and some of his cases. Gabriel says, what GPU can I fit in this? It's an APU style case. However, I do have a working 1080 system that I'm going to be making the video on coming up. But if you want more information, you should watch the live stream that I talk about this or introduce it for right now. But again, thank you, Hollow Melon, for your generous donation. I do appreciate it, man. Or ma'am. What? How did I do this before? Did I? No, I didn't. I just untwisted it. Oh, I'm going to have to do this first. So this is an unpowered riser. So I need to get power to the card. And how I did that earlier. Got some MiniFit Junior connector cables. This uses a floppy drive connector. I don't have a head for that. But I tried this earlier. It worked pretty darn good. Put that in the front for the HD Plex 400. Because there's nothing like overkill. We're going to be using an HD Plex 400 for this build. Oh, thank you for your follow-up donation. Yeah, and if Optima Tech already did a video on the Velka, which I haven't seen yet, why would I look at it? That guy is amazing. He does some of the best case reviews out there. He's just amazing cinematographer, good reviewer. There's really no point for me redoing something that he was looking at. So, unless it's to put something really, really silly inside of it. But, like I said, I got projects going on once I get a little more perky. Then we can take these, and I put, let's see, this one. This is going to go into the plus 12 volt key. This will go to the minus 12 volt key. I'm going to heat shrink that and put it in a connector. But for the video, for videoing purposes, I gotta find a cap for that. A nut. Here we go. I have to disassemble this to do a bunch of stuff later to it. So I'm going to do the wiring and the zip ties all neatly then. He's supplying his own painted panels, silver panels. See a meteor? I'm going to plug this in when we're done. And I want to see what the stock power draw is at startup, because that's generally when things peak for a voltage test. That's kind of one drawback I'm noticing about the BlackRidge cooler, is it covers the Z390 port headers. Okay, so they're using white and black for on. Siri?
I found this on the web for in white and black. Check it out.
No, go away. FFF forever. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. You say, will Larry ever switch to 12 volt? Absolutely not. He will never, ever, ever, ever switch to 12 volt. That is why there are companies like JHack and G-Unique providing solutions in that space, because I know Larry's never going to make a 12 volt power supply. And there's benefits to making those wide range power supplies. You know, when we make a 16 to 24 volt power supply, it can operate pretty efficiently, but otherwise, go see JHack. Oh, this is going to be a pain. But I can do it. I have the right tool. One. So I want to know the answer to this question. Are you guys playing World of Warcraft Classic? That APU, the A300 system, the 2400G, runs it at 4K beautifully. Beautifully. It's been nice to go back to vanilla. I'm resting up. And I gotta do this actually. I messed up there. Again, I'm going to come back later, but I'm going to end this for now, or soon, because I'm a little tired. I just want to boot this up. I know I put this down here. Here we are. For you guys that don't know, you have the Sky Bracket Duo, but you also have some other mounts along the periphery of the case. Periphery? That's not an Ultimaker. That is the Mark Forged Mark II carbon fiber 3D printer. It is owned by Compact Design, and if you need to get something printed in glorious onyx, which is chopped carbon fiber nylon composite, or if you need carbon fiber printed inside of it, you can email me, but you need to provide all the files because I can't do that right now. I am totally not doing anything custom. I'm shutting down, drawing back, getting better, but I can print things for you if you actually have the files. I should use his panels. Almost done. I'll go get the panels. We wrap up the stream. All right, here are the panels he sent me. And we have this white, silver, 100 something watt. I think it's going to be 110 watts when I'm done with it. Mini. Got to put the screws in the side though. Oh, this streaming computer is plugged in the watts up, so I'm not actually going to plug it in. I will do that later. Techno says, "Is my shop closing permanently?" Oh, I hope not, God willing. I just need to, I need to get better, and then I need to get things off my plate because I've been behind for a very long time. So, you know, I used to work like 16-hour days, and you need to when you have a business. And I'm months of me not doing work. So I have a lot of catching up to do. But I am going to try to do the S4T project next. Worry about that first. And because I need to get that into production, because it's going to take a long time before you guys can order it. And I'd like to at least be able to order it, you know, coming this spring. But who knows, based on the work I need to do still on it. And yeah, that's the big thing I want to do. Sapphire wants to do another video project. That's going to be a lot of work. I would love to do it if I can. We'll see what happens. And then I have the games stuff. That was kind of like my big contract stuff this year. So I got to finish that up. I've done everything I need to for right now, but they could come back at any moment and say, okay, let's begin round 2 on this. So that's my, that's me. I missed you guys. It's good to finally talk to you again. And hopefully I won't be such a stranger in the future. I'll try to be back maybe next week, but absolutely no promises. Yeah. Oh, I just want to throw out there one more time again. Umizato, check out their glasses because they were really nice and they are offering you guys that 30% discount. And I'm going to be giving away this pair that they sent me. So check out the beginning of the stream if you want me to hear me talk about it a little bit. But they do, these did work for me very well, these type of glasses, before I had to get prescription glasses. But I don't know what these run actually on their website. You have to look it up. But they're almost as good as that $200 pair of Gunnars as far as fit and finish. And they're more comfortable, which is very important. So again, thanks to all you guys. I'll see you next time. God bless you guys. Keep me in your prayers. Bye-bye.